Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to turn to women's basketball now, and we're joined by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Kendra Faustin. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Well, thanks for having me, Rob.
Obviously, I know you got to be proud of the way your team played this past weekend. Got a split at home, but playing a little shorthanded. But your kids stepped up. Obviously, got a big win on Saturday.
Yeah, I think that is the story, and you do such a great job of illustrating that for me, making it easy for me, as the way that our players responded to not playing our best and we talk about figuring it out all the time. And this team, I mean, they just amaze me. Sometimes I sit back and think, they keep giving more, and we think we don't have any more to give, and we find it. And really, really proud of this group for that response.
I know 5 games left in the regular season, but where you want to be right now, 16-7 overall, and still in position to make a run at the GLIAC North Championship, and obviously postseason implications here going down the final stretch of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you told me that we would be injured like this and be doing what we're doing right now, I would be ecstatic. And really, it's about how we do things, and our players. You know, there's reasons. But then moving past that, you know, it's not an excuse. And I'm just really proud of our group for doing that. I thought, you know, stepping up, Zoe Anderson, Lily George, and even Ellie Hardy, who has not gotten in, you know, major minutes, got in when it really mattered and did a fabulous job.
As we go to the highlights, we'll start first with Thursday's game against Saginaw Valley State, and we've talked about it before, but always hard to play a team the second time around.
For sure, and a young team that's just getting better every game. They're playing a lot of freshmen. You know, they're not freshmen anymore because they've been playing so many major minutes, and some talented players, and you know they did a great job. I thought the biggest struggle for us was you know, scoring. We just couldn't. Typically, you know, we're shooting pretty high percentage as a team from the field and from 3, and we just really struggled to put the ball in the basket. And clearly, in highlights, we're not going to show misses, but there was plenty of them, and so that was a big one for us. And then in just rebounding, you know, we really struggled on the boards.
How does it change maybe your philosophy in terms of the scoring and running the ball up and down the floor when you're playing a little shorthanded?
Yeah, we need to slow the pace a little bit. We need to just pick our transition opportunity. We are really good in transition, but we have to pick our transition opportunities a little bit differently, so we key those in a different way. And then, you know, from Thursday to Saturday, the players that weren't in the rotation to being in the rotation really stepped up and made a big change.
Here in the second half, you fell behind, but your kids never quit, battled back, and had it within striking distance here going down into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I will say this about our group: there is zero quit in our group, and you know, even in the last 3 minutes of the game, you can hear our players talking to each other, which is more important than them talking to me, about, like, let's go, now it's our turn, now it's our turn. And that belief is so powerful, and it's fun and enjoyable to coach as well.
All right, Blair with 28 points really continues her impressive play on the offensive end.
You know, Riley just has a gift for putting the ball in the basket, and you know, she can split doubles, she can shoot it, she can go off the bounce, and just score in a myriad of ways. And you know, she's creating a lot for us.
Obviously, you fall in the Thursday night game, but didn't have a whole lot of time to really reflect on it. Back to work as you took on Northwood on Saturday.
Yeah, and that was the message: is, you know, no rest for the weary. Let's go. We have a choice, but really in our mind, there's only one choice: move forward, figure it out, and on to the next one. And you know, our players are really good at blocking out what doesn't matter and focusing on what does matter. And the response from Thursday to Saturday is, you know, remarkable.
Obviously got off to a strong start here in this ball game as you build a lead, led by 9 here at the end of the first period.
Yeah, I thought our defensive intensity, you know, obviously with a short rotation, we're worried about getting in foul trouble, and we talked about going to get it, and that we weren't going to just sit around on the defensive end and wait, that we were going to dictate what happened. And I thought we did that really well, especially in the first half.
Obviously, really relying a lot on not only Riley Blair, but Adrian Anderson, Mallory, and McCartney here at the offensive end of the court.
Yeah, Mallory did a phenomenal job making decisions on when to score, when to pass. and they had really hard time. Her coming off ball screens, her change of pace, her ability to shoot the basketball, and then Riley setting those the majority of the time is a tough guard, and it opened a lot of things up for us. And I thought, Mallory, it's really tough to be a scoring point guard, especially when you play for me, because you need to be perfect. You need to make every good decision, and man, handing those decisions to her, I feel really comfortable. She did a phenomenal job.
Obviously, here you had the lead at halftime going into the third quarter, though. Northwood, a team that's obviously playing for a lot, with a lot on the line here at the stage of the year, didn't quit.
Yeah, no, absolutely, nor did we ever expect them to. They're playing the best basketball they've played all year. They're playing a lot of young players as well, and some players coming off injury that are just getting back into it. I thought in the third quarter we struggled to score. We saw us miss a couple field goals that we normally connect on. I thought that three that Zoe just hit was huge, and she took a charge, down the stretch when it mattered, to get us the ball back. Just really big plays. That out of bounds play by Riley to get an easy bucket with no time going off the clock was huge for us. So really executing down the stretch, we went to zone, and it allowed us to take away the lob play that they're running out sideline out of bounds. We made free throws down the stretch, and thank heavens we did, because they hit a 3 at the buzzer to make it a 1-point game.
Obviously, this week back at home, 2 more home games coming up against Michigan Tech on Thursday, Northern Michigan on Saturday, and 2 tough quality opponents that you'll face this week.
Certainly, and I'm glad we're home. So that's a bonus, and rest and recovery for us, and trying to get healthy and stay healthy is a big thing. Tech is they're just always tough, and yeah, we're just glad it's here for sure.
Obviously, Saturday, Senior Day as well, and I know we won't dwell on it a whole lot right now, but 5 seniors that you'll have a chance to honor on Saturday.
Yeah, these young women are really special to me, and this is a special class, and I've spent a lot of time with them. We have 2 fifth-year seniors, one in Riley Blair and one a student assistant in Margot Brown, who are really forever have a special place in my heart. Just tough and gritty, and have taken this program, been a huge part of taking this program and moving it forward and making it something that not only I'm proud of, but most importantly that they're proud of.
Well, Coach, thanks for being with us. Best of luck this week against Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
That'll do it for Ferris Sports Update. A reminder, you can follow all the action online, get all the results at ferrisstatebulldogs.com.